Way had to just picked it, right? Could have just locked that one away themselves. Instead, it's going to be Keria and Smash playing the Poppy Kaiser towards the bottom side of the map. Don't know why I changed up the order, but there we go. Wei is thinking about just giving him the Braum, but instead I think a fair bit, like a bit of engage could be helping out here.
Trying to get access to that Victor is going to be a big part of what KT ROLSTER need to do. I mean, they already have a lot of great tools to do that.
That was kind of fun.
I like the Rel here just simply because you have some combo potential with this, and it also allows to set up for more of Silas's ult steals. Like, even if he steals the Chaos Storm, it works well with the Rel. Steal the Nara ultimate works well with the Rel. Steal the Silas or steal the Skarner ultimate with Silas, and Impale with the Rel ultimate. I feel like it empowers BDD in a really cool way, while also gives Duckdom a pretty stable laning phase. And the Kai'Sa, I think it's not a bad pick necessarily, but I think it's very risky. There's a lot of ways to lock up a single target. You know, if Nara hits somebody, then the Gravity Well is dropped on top of them, the Skarner's impaling, and Smash can follow up on all that very well. He doesn't have the same sort of long-term
Feel a little bit silly. A whole lot that we're going to find out here in this game number 1 of the Telecom War. Let's get into it. Oh man, fans very loud here in LoL Park. It is a full house, as you would expect, for the Telecom War. And let's see who's going to be able to draw first blood, not only in the game, but also as far as this match is concerned. Getting this first game win, especially for KT, right? They have the red side, and so winning here in game 1 would be a big statement.
Yeah. The Silas into the Nara always feels like one of those classic, you know, got him moves. And
that was the original.
And it was kind of one of those picks we'd seen in the past where Silas was so strong in so many matchups, and then if you picked Nara and left it open, it was like, okay, well, Silas is strong anyways, and now also he has Nara ultimate. It's a little bit more balanced. It feels a little bit more stable at the moment. But I do think BDD has a lot of great tools in this game. If they can have an explosive mid-game through him, you know, getting through the front line might not be their biggest issue, as we're going to see some vertical jungle potential start up here. Just going to pull this one away, but not actually heavily committing.
And T1 will match.
Yeah, Rel on a winning streak.
Yeah, massive. 6 wins in a row. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, and a lot of these without, I mean, actually most of them without misfortune. That was kind of the old combo after Rel stopped being a jungler and was more of a niche support. Looking really good right now. Grasp, by the way, for Faker and Doran as we are engaged.
Crashdown does come in, but that is a heroic charge and a first blood for Smash. Wei, not sure about that one. Maybe he should have listened to casting. This could be a big deal as Vault Breaker does come in. Flashes in front to make sure that Ona can't get out as BDD's going to flash in, lands the chains, and picks up his first kill, but Faker's going to immediately answer. Now you've got a Rel coming over, another Vault Breaker going to land. There's the crash down, but it's going to get the flash out from Faker.
Knock him down. If he's just a little bit faster, it's different stories. Oh!
And Doran's going to solo kill Perfect under the turret. Missing a little context, perhaps. But that's good for T1.
Looks like a level 6 advantage and a little bit of hyperproc setup to whittle him down. Maybe.
Yeah, and a little bit of no flash and being, I guess, dead. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll check that one out in the replay.
Yeah, we will get that information for you guys. I'm a bit perplexed as of right now.
There are gaping holes in gold around the map if you're a KT fan, though, and this is just one of them. Yeah, it looks like he just whittled him down earlier. Well, hits level 6 off the last minion and has his Mega Gnar. Does the Unstoppable get used?
He just gets not into the wall. Wallop.
It doesn't. Crush him. Yeah. Doesn't get to Unstoppable his way out of that one.
Huh. Yeah. Sometimes you just get chain CC'd. And, yeah. All right, Cuz going to be looking for the first dragon. Perfect will be able to grab one of these grubs as well. So that is going to deny a feat of strength for that dragon.
Everything's coming up T1's way, and it may come up even more.
KT can't be playing too aggressively here as Duckdom isn't going to find the ulti. There's another heroic charge, and Wei, I mean, he did have the Aftershock this time, but it wore off, and then he died. And so unfortunately, the Rel is dead for a second time here this game. Duckdom has thankfully been able to hold on.
T1, the one thing I'm worried about is what BDD can get done with the Silas and his steals.
Well, there is a Chaos Storm available, and there is the cease and desist. Cuz not going to let him live this time, and BDD is able to finish that off. His flash came off side, but they get a very early flash. T1 going to move over and look for this first dragon, though. That'll be the first quarter of their second feat of strength. Sandals being put together quite nicely.
Yeah, and this is utilizing their bot prio very well. Cuz went topside but didn't have flash or ult, so not really a play to be made there. Sandals are incoming. You know?
Incoming. That is going to be 5, so there we go. And T1 have a lot more pushing power as well. This mid-game, Owner can just press this button over and over again, and Doctom, he had flash, guys, and he uses barrier and dies.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to not flash if you don't get hit by anything, and he thought he could, or he thought he could avoid, but he unfortunately did not. I think flashing in this situation is
dead. There's an impale.
Oh, God.
And Wei's going to have to flash. He does manage to do so, as at least they do manage to get some damage onto Carrier. Cease and desist, as another crash is going to come through. Cuz is dead. You didn't ban Skarner, guys. As all right, let's see what BDD can do. Diving towards Smash here as best he can. Gets a killer instinct, but he's dead. Wei's dead. Faker's in there. They're going to take down the turret. This is a catastrophe. What is going on?
See you in game 2. That's all I can say. That was almost really cool, right? Doctom almost got out without using his flash.
Well, Chains of Corruption here as Doctom is looking for the 1v1 against Faker. Death Ray almost kills him as the piercing arrow does a lot of damage, but not enough to kill him.
They turned that fight. They almost killed Faker.
Yeah.
But a lot of almost stacked together. It's up being a whole lot of 0, actually. Only counts if you can succeed. And that's another turret down.
Yep, they got the strong shoes as well from that mid lane outer turret falling down. Then they would have got...
KT feel like they have to... Okay. This is...
Oh, dear. Owner's coming in. Wei's going to stop him. They're going to see whether they can kill Doran. He gets the Mega Gnar. Don't know about the flash, but it's going to do its job as Wei is just dead once again. Perfect and Faker are fighting. The Cassante doing some work here as they take down the Sylas. Owner is deciding where he wants to drive, and you can see up here, nothing going to come of that battle. Yeah, KT, I mean, it's just not working.
Smash has a perfect KDA Atlas.
Yeah?
It fits right in.
It's looking real good. As Doctom, all right, lying in wait, wanting to get the Chains of Corruption. He hits it on the Skarner, and then gets impaled, and now he's dead. And the Skarner, did he notice? I'm not entirely sure. Another heroic charge coming on through here onto Cuz. Decent crash down though as Carrier may be falling, but not before Wei goes down. It's a double kill for this Skarner. Look, I don't know whether the win rate of Skarner is going to be changing, but deaths did double.
Out faster instead of waiting, and I don't know. Atlas,
I mean, I think if he was just quiet and stood there, maybe it would have been okay, but it was not.
Yeah, if you come at the king, you best not miss. I don't.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm starting to believe you. Let's see, maybe KT can surprise us. They definitely surprised Smash right there. Chains of Corruption connect, and Doctom going to be able to grab the kill. That is a shutdown, and that is a fair bit of money going into the right hands here.
First death ever on the LCK stage.
Oh my goodness. He has a definable KDA to start us off. It's great to see. It's Cuz, speaking of great to see, actually looking for an opportunity towards his bottom side as All Out going to be used. Doran actually still getting a lot of work done as the Vault Breaker is avoided. Faker teleports in. Perfect in a little bit of trouble. Chains connect though from BDD. They do take down the Gnar, and now T1 with a few on the floor. This is the best way to beat Skarner. It's fine. He couldn't do anything about the only time that he died.
Yeah, no, I mean, he just got jumped on, you know?
Yeah, just got vied.
Anyone can get vied. It could happen to you right now.
Exactly.
Don't look behind you. Just focus on the cast.
I know, like anyone here in LoL Park could just cease and desist me at any point.
Especially G-Sun.
I'm always actually wary of it. I'm always on edge. I'm glad that we've now vocalized it. It might help me deal. As G-Sun did just tell me that I'm good, at least for this game.
I mean, it's fearless, so you won't have to worry about it after this.
All right, T1 going to utilize the Rift Herald to try and take down this inner turret. And by try to take down, as the Rift Herald is going to try and get some value because it was almost dead before Shelly's charge even came through. Carrier actually going to save Shelly's life, at least for a moment.
We've come so far in terms of our Herald driving here at the LCK.
I know, it's so much better.
It was when, you know, Doran overextended and T1 opted in to try to save him. Like, they're not even here for Otacon.
Yeah.
They are trying to slowly come towards it, but look at the lack of vision. They just can't get there. It's just...
I mean, BDD does have a Scryer, so he could potentially get some vision over there, but Carrier is just playing Bouncer really hard to get them into this area. And Otacon, no long for the world. They do manage to scry it, but is it too late? And I think the answer is yes, because if you commit to this and it doesn't work out, it's a disaster, as the Keeper's Verdict is going to be stolen here by BDD. And that's all they really managed to do. But now the teleport is coming in. Faker, that is a flank angle if ever I've seen one. The all-out means he goes even further. Cuz going to join in, but he goes golden. He breaks the arm guard, and he will be sent back home. Of course, not really punished all that much. Wei is likely to die here as Owner is going to crash him into the wall. And yeah, he'll crash down, but he is certainly still out. And KT, they lose one. Could have been worse, perhaps.
Heading over to this Baron. That damage plus his torch will be very nice at rushing this one down. Now, Cuz still has flash. He didn't use it, like I said. I mean, maybe there's a miracle angler. BDD has hijack back. Where's Doran's position? He's got the Gnar.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh dear.
Maybe.
Intercorruption is going to stop Owner for now. They're focusing the Skarner and actually doing a fair bit of damage here as Doctor. We're going to try and still get these autos in. Carrier dives forward, playing pretty good defense, but so is Perfect. Able to knock him back. KT surviving for what feels like such a long time, and Cease and Desist is still up and available. Smash. Is he going to do it? That Killer Instinct, he dives into the backline. The Magnus Storm, the immediate reaction, and BDD smashes him into the wall. It is still Otacon buff that's available, so T1 can pretty happily do this, as Carrier managing to survive for way too long. They take the 100 gold from him, but they lose their Varus and their Vi. BDD, the Chain Lash comes in, he dodges the boulder, and the chains are not quite long enough. Oh, T1 can now move back towards the Baron and get to work on it. It felt like a hype situation from yesterday, but it wasn't, because Smash had Otacon buff, so now he's back. He's here to help assist with this Baron, and Cuz is dead. That is going to be a guarantee on that one. They've got a Cloud Soul if they'd like it to immediately follow up, and it will be a 10,000 gold lead.
You know how we've had these kind of graphics come up sometimes to talk about, like, oh, it's one of the first time we've seen this champion. Well, sometimes the LCK gives some information that the people who might not be aware, or like, oh, Res, they're going to respawn. It doesn't necessarily matter. And that was their one chance, their one fighting chance, and now it feels like there's just nothing left.
Yep. And now they're even not able to sweep this ward in the Tri-Brush, which is giving T1 all the information that they will ever need. And Keeper's Verdict going to miss this time around, as Cuz will find Faker in the backline, but then he will be found by Owner as well. So Cuz is very dead. That's going to be the first one to go down, as Doctom's trying to get some autos in, but he's just dead. Not a lot of opportunity to do anything. The flash doesn't quite work. He wanted to get over that wall, and Perfect is going to acquiesce to his request. And then that might just be all the positive news here for KT, as Perfect will be knocked down. And T1, with most of KT now on the floor, they should be able to walk up and finish this one off. Already the teleport's coming in. Faker, he is done with this game.
He really is. And I think you and I have been for about 15 minutes.
Wait, sorry, 28 minutes and 17 seconds, Wolf, that's about it. Wait, when was Skarner locked in?
Probably about 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, 30 minutes ago, something like that. Yeah, this champion is very, very strong, but T1 also playing exceptionally well. KT not quite able to make this composition work. They will throw some buttons down now, but their Nexus will not be saved. And T1 move up to 1-0 in the series.
Yeah,